President Tinubu reshuffles service chiefs, appoints General Oloyede as new Chief of Defense Staff. Court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial to Monday, 27th October. Medical experts advocate adoption of immunotherapy in Nigeria's fight against cancer. A warm welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News24 live from Abuja. I am Mina Daniels. President Bola Tinubu has made changes in the hierarchy of the service chiefs and appointed new ones to further strengthen the national security architecture. Lieutenant General Olufemi Oloyede, Chief of Army Staff, replaces General Christopher Musa as the new Chief of Defense Staff. The new Chief of Army Staff is Major General Waide Shaibu. Air Vice Marshal Sunday Aneke is Chief of the Air Staff, while Rear Admiral Idi Abbas is the new Chief of the Naval Staff. Chief of Defense Intelligence Major General Odendeye retains his position. The President charges the newly appointed service chiefs to justify the confidence reposed in them to further enhance the professionalism, vigilance and comradeship that defines the armed forces of Nigeria. All appointments take immediate effect. The Federal High Court has granted an adjournment till Monday for Nnamdi Kanu to start calling witnesses in his alleged terrorism trial. Judiciary correspondent Osenayebe reports that the adjournment was at the instance of the defendant Nnamdi Kanu, who appears for himself.
The trial was slated for Friday for the defendant to open his defense, but at the commencement of proceeding, the defendant told the court that he was unable to receive the case file from his legal team, whom he disengaged, therefore asking for adjournment till Monday, 27th of October 2025. He also urged the court to make an order for the DSS to allow his foreign witnesses coming to Nigeria to access the facility to enable him to meet with them. The prosecution counsel Adegboyega Awomodo, senior advocate of Nigeria, says while he is not opposing the adjournment sought by the defendant, he should be reminded that the 6 days he marked for him to open and conclude his defense started from the 23rd of October 2025. Justice James Omotosho, while granting the adjournment, said that he is surprised that Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, will keep the case file with him, having been excused from the case. He granted the adjournment and ordered the DSS to allow the defendant access to his witnesses, whom he said are coming from different countries to testify. Justice Omotosho said he granted the adjournment in the spirit of fair hearing as enshrined in Section 36 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. From the Federal High Court, Austin Anyebe, NTA News.
Immunotherapy, a groundbreaking cancer treatment, is gaining momentum in Nigeria's medical research landscape. This innovative approach, medical experts on Good Morning Nigeria reveal, harnesses the body's immune system to target and destroy cancer cells more effectively than traditional therapies. Lydia Sampson reports.
Pioneering studies in the National Hospital Abuja is revealing immunotherapy's potential to transform colorectal cancer care, offering hope to patients with advanced resistant cancers. As 30 patients whose scale registration are set to undergo free treatment and proactive monitoring of side effects.
We have a number of patients living with cancer in Nigeria, right? But the issue around access to quality medicines was a big problem. So what we did, which is something that we're very known for at CHA, is called market shaping. So back then, we, at the global level, got negotiations with manufacturers, got those partnerships to drive down the cost of over 30 anti-cancer medicines in Nigeria. We were able to drive down the cost.
Immunotherapy is the therapy that awakens and directs or empowers your own immune system to do that which it is already endowed originally, if you will, evolutionarily, to be able to do.
Experts stress that integrating these findings into national health policies is critical for expanding access and funding. They want cancer screening to be made compulsory.
To see an experiment from a high-risk perspective, how, as Aisha described, to work through the distribution chain, to work through a collaborative environment between nonprofits and for-profits to ensure that we could provide access to individuals, regardless of the country in which you live.
Government is also working very hard to strengthen the primary health care.
Okay.
And the primary health care should be the first focal point of screening as well as preventing cancers in the country.
Unleashing immunotherapy's power, the guest retreat will reshape Nigeria's cancer treatment paradigm, boosting survival rates and positioning the country as a leader in advanced medical innovation across Africa. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The acting chairman of the Federal Character Commission, Kayode Oladele, has called on all government institutions to rebuild public trust by upholding transparency and ensuring that no group or community feels excluded from the benefits of governance. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the Public Affairs and Communications Week of the Commission, Oladele highlighted Nigeria's unique diversity as a source of strength, one that must be reflected in fair representation and equitable opportunities across the country. Ekene Ndulwe reports.
It was a vibrant week of conversations and creativity as the Federal Character Commission celebrated the power of communication in shaping a stronger and more united Nigeria. Through a series of awareness campaigns, the Commission put the spotlight on Nigeria's diversity. The acting chairman, Kayode Oladele, reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to building public trust through transparency and inclusion, stressing that when citizens truly understand the Commission's mandate, they are more likely to support and defend it.
The Renewed Hope agenda calls on all government institutions to rebuild faith in governance, to restore transparency, and to ensure that no group or community feels left behind. The Federal Character Commission stands at the very heart of that vision.
It was a gathering that captured the essence of Nigeria's unity, a celebration of fairness, equity, and unity in diversity.
Today is not just a celebration, it is a reaffirmation of our commitment to transparency, inclusion, and the power of communication in shaping a united and equitable Nigeria.
The event also recognized the transformative leadership of acting chairman Kayode Oladele, whose vision and drive have inspired a renewed sense of purpose among staff and stakeholders. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulwe, NTA News.
At this time, for Nigeria and the People's Republic of China, long-standing partnership to advance local production capacities, reduce defense on imports, and promote sustainable development. This is the thrust of stakeholders at a conference on deepening the implementation of the China and Africa Cooperation 2023 vision, organized by the Gusau Institute in collaboration with Chinese partners. Joseph Otsen reports.
Initiatives such as the China-Africa Security Forum serve as platforms for sharing intelligence and best practices between African states and non-African allies. This collaboration is particularly crucial in the Sahel region, where porous borders and large swathes of ungoverned spaces facilitate terrorist activities and trafficking networks, those requiring a coordinated approach to combating terrorism.
Collections of resource persons from security, agriculture, energy and power sectors examine Nigeria's partnership with the People's Republic of China over the years. A relationship they agreed has continued to shape transformation across key sectors of national development, but feel it is time to advance to a level where skills and technological transfer drive local production and industrial growth.
It's not just about exporting finished products, but about co-creating solutions tailored to Africa's unique environments. Furthermore, we must support the localization of production and supply chains, setting up assembly plants and component manufacturing facilities within Africa to create jobs, transfer skills, and reduce costs.
We would like to request that you establish more processing zones in high producing areas. Go to communities that are high in productions within certain value chains. Take a look at what is needed that is suitable for smallholding.
You see, in the area of peace and security, in countering violent extremism, the conversation is how do we begin to reduce dependency on our stockpile in terms of importations and increase our defense industry cooperation to ensure that we begin to produce what we need.
This year we are in Nigeria. Next year we'll be in China. So this has been going on for the last 6 years.
For the stakeholders, the pillars for deepening the Nigeria-China partnership lies in sustainable development. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
The preparedness of the electoral umpire and the participatory obligations of citizens all make up for a credible, transparent and acceptable election. Dora Ewe sourced reactions of the electorate as the November 8th Anambra governorship election draws near.
Reoccurrence of late arrival of electoral materials, vote buying, snatching and stuffing of ballot boxes, as well as voter apathy, are among the various elements that are said to be constraints to credible elections in Nigeria. Respondents who highlighted these issues insist that the excuses of the electoral umpire will not surface in Anambra election, since it is an off-cycle election.
There will not be problem of network issue from beavers.
The political class who exploit the situation for their own selfish gains. They are the people that make sure the INEC is compromised.
With the availability of good link roads in Anambra State and a paltry 4,844 square kilometers and approximately 1,870 square miles, stakeholders maintained that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has the willpower to redeem its image in this off-cycle Anambra election.
We must continue to educate our people everywhere that not to, because of 20,000 naira or 10,000 naira, then you mortgage your own future and the future of your children.
They, however, called for sensitization of the electorate to vote their conscience and desist from selling of votes. In Onitsha, Dora Ewe, NTA News.
This is the news at 6 on NTA News24. More reports when we return from this break.
FFDGN, united we stand. The Forum of Former Deputy Governors of Nigeria, FFDGN, announces our 4th National Conference, holding as follows. Date, Tuesday 28th to Wednesday 29th October 2025. Time, 9 a.m. daily. Venue, Ladikwali Conference Center, Abuja Continental Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria. Theme, boosting Nigeria's productive capacity for national growth and self-reliance. The role of leadership, industry and innovation in policy implementation. Under the chairmanship of His Excellency Senator Anyam Pius Anyam, GCON, and His Excellency Senator Aliyu Wamako, CON. Special features include the 3rd edition of Nation Builders Awards. Announces His Excellency Chris Akomas, PhD, FNIM, National Chairman. His Excellency Mokhtar Shehu Shagari, Deputy National Chairman North. His Excellency Barrister Hazim Bolarumi, Deputy National Chairman South. Attendance is strictly by invitation. FFDGN, united we stand.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to the only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness. Eat healthy to live longer. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is
is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African road.
Thanks for joining us again. Niger State Governor Mohamed Omar Bago has paid a condolence visit to Essa over the tanker explosion incident that claimed many lives and left several others injured. Hussein Musa reports that the governor also cautioned the leaders and the people of the community on the hazards of scooping contents of fallen tankers.
Mohamed Omar Bago visited the scene of the accident for an on-the-spot assessment and thereafter proceeded to meet with the community members and their leaders. During the interaction, the governor advised the people to be hospitable and ensure they assist drivers plying the road rather than take advantage of their misfortunes, as such can be hazardous. Governor Omar Bago urged them to always strive towards contributing to the development of the nation and focus on the farming that they are known for.
So we are talking to their conscience, and they understand exactly that the government will not tolerate and condone this kind of misbehavior, and that we wish that it never happens again, and we pray that God will never bring this in again. However, when it happens, they should run away. And if they continue to do this dastardly act, then we are going to relocate them from the road. And this is not the first time. There was a time a truck of engine oil fell and they were found scooping engine oil.
Governor Bago also made a pronouncement of 1 million naira each to the families of the deceased and 500,000 naira each to the injured victims receiving treatment. In Mina, Hussein Musa, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sent a congratulatory letter to the first female Prime Minister of Japan, Sanai Takaichi, describing her emergence after winning the votes in the parliament as an affirmation of her contributions to the influence of her political party in governance in Japan. A statement by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says the President looks forward to working with Prime Minister Takaichi. In the letter personally signed by him, President Tinubu states, and I quote, "Your Excellency, on behalf of the people and government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I extend to you my warmest congratulations on your election as the first female Prime Minister of Japan. Your victory as the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party and ultimately as the Prime Minister of Japan constitutes a remarkable expression of the confidence reposed in you by the good people of Japan. Your election as the first female Prime Minister of Japan is also a testament to the decades of your tremendous contributions to the growth of your political party and governance in Japan. As you assume this mandate, you can please rest assured of Nigeria's continued goodwill and support for Japan. Nigeria and Japan have maintained a deep, productive and strategic relationship over the years, covering several areas of bilateral cooperation. I am confident that we would work together to build on the foundation that has been laid, as well as strengthen and deepen the relationship between our two countries. I therefore look forward to meeting you at your earliest convenience to explore these opportunities." End of quote. Former First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan has urged contestants of the 2025 Miss and Mr. Africa Tourism representing their various countries across Africa to use their positions to promote peace and harmony. Receiving a delegation of the organizers of the program, Dame Jonathan also urged them to be good ambassadors who project Africa's image to the world by promoting gender-based issues, women and youth empowerment, as well as child rights acts. Encouraging them on peace-building initiatives that will enable tourism to thrive, Dame Patience also urged them to support pet projects of the First Ladies of their different countries while they set their eyes on becoming successful.
I know most of you all are champions for it. So I urge you to serve as role models. Pay serious attention to health sector, especially the youths, where we encourage those ones with heart problems to come.
Nigerian youths are urged to shift their focus from waiting for political power to embracing service and volunteerism as a true path to leadership. This was the central message to the Nigeria at 65 conference held in Abuja, organized by the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center. The event brought together government officials, civic leaders, and young people to discuss restoring values and volunteerism amongst the youths.
Let us remember that leadership begins with citizenship and that every act of volunteerism, no matter how small, contributes to the greatness of our country.
I therefore urge our young compatriots to see themselves not as mere beneficiaries of Nigeria's growth, but as its chief architects.
This is the news at 6 at NTA News24. Here now is a recap of our top stories. President Tinubu reshuffles service chiefs, appoints General Oluyede as new Chief of Defense Staff. Court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial to Monday, 27th October. Medical experts advocate adoption of immunotherapy in Nigeria's fight against cancer.
This is NTA News24.
The family of the late Dr. Abdul Ganiyu Salau Obatoimbo has announced the 40th day Fidel prayer in honor of their beloved father. The prayer is scheduled to hold on Saturday, October 25th, 2025 at 10 a.m. at the Ansaruddin Society Mosque, Maitama, Abuja. The Fidel prayer is an important Islamic rite held to seek Allah's mercy and blessings for the departed soul. Friends, relatives, and well-wishers are invited to join the Obatoimbo family as they offer prayers and thanksgiving for a life of impact and service. Sports is next.
Nigeria Super Falcons will aim to secure an early advantage when they face Benin's Amazons in the first leg of their final 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifying tie at the Stade Okegwe in Lomé on Friday. The 25,000 capacity stadium in the Togolese capital will host the West African Derby as the 10-time African champions seek a commanding win that could make the return leg in Nigeria on Tuesday a formality. Head coach Justin Maidugu has 19 players available for the encounter and expressed confidence that his squad will deliver a result worthy of their status as title holders. With Echegini unavailable due to injury, Maidugu is expected to rely on United States-based midfielder Deborah Abiodun to partner captain Rashidat Ajibade and Christy Uchebe in the middle of the park. First-choice goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie will lead a defensive unit that includes Michelle Alozie, Tosin Demey, Osinachi Ohale and Ashley Plumter. In tennis, Elena Rybakina has clinched the last spot for next month's WTA finals by beating Victoria Mboko to reach the Pan-Pacific Open semi-finals. The 2022 Wimbledon champion, who has won 2 WTA 500 titles this year, beat the 19-year-old Mboko 6-3, 7-6, 7-4 to seal her place in the end-of-season event. The WTA finals, which features the top 8 singles players and doubles teams of the year, starts on 1st November in Saudi Arabia.
She had to deliver today, Elena Rybakina, and she did. She has made the WTA finals after this win over Victoria Mboko.
And that concludes the news at 6 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for your company. I am Mina Daniels.